Let's talk about making a roux while making a roux. Now, there's several type of ways to make a roux. You can use 1 part oil, 1 part flour, or you could just brown your flour until it gets brown and just use it like that. And I'm sure there's other ways too. You can also make this roux or break this roux. And I'm no expert, although I cook gumbo pretty often. I ruined this roux right before this video. Hence why my pot looked like this. So what had happened was I caught myself using the same pot and the same grease that I sauteed my meat and gizzards with. Big fail. And I knew better than that. So about time I achieved the color roux that I wanted, the seasonings from the sausages and stuff was already burnt. And I didn't like that. So my cousin tossed it out, washed the pot out for me, and I started all over again. Now this time I measured 1 cup of oil, but Tiny Man didn't measure the flour and he dumped it in the pot. So I had more flour than oil once I got to the end of the roux, and it was not the consistency that I'm used to. And I was not about to throw this roux out and start over a third time, so I made it work. So yeah, let's get to it. I kept mixing and mixing and mixing, and I noticed, that my color's gonna change because that happens. The texture started changing, and it went from like liquidy to like really, really, really thick. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna trust the process like I always do. Keep mixing it until I get to the color I want. As long as my fire is low, I cannot burn it, and I can't go wrong. Lord, I did just that, and thank you, Lord. I was not about to redo this roux for the third time. The key to making a good roux, especially if it's your first time, you want to keep that fire really low so that you cannot go wrong. You want to use equal parts of flour and oil, and you want to cook it down. It's going to go through so many different consistencies and colors, but you have to trust the process and keep mixing it. And you're going to need some patience because it's going to take a while, especially being that you have to cook it on a low fire. Now, if you know what you're doing, you could turn that fire up and get going. But if it's your first time, I highly suggest slow and low. I do have a gumbo class coming up right before the holidays start. I am working on a flyer right now. The link is going to be in my bio probably by tomorrow. So yeah, y'all, make sure y'all grab the class if y'all want a live video on how to make some fire gumbo for the holidays. What's good with it, H-Town? We coming to see y'all this weekend. We're going to be in Katy, Pearland. We're going to be in Humble, the north side, the southeast side. Yeah, y'all, details down below. Make sure y'all share the post. Tell y'all people we swinging on y'all this weekend. We will not have gumbo, but we will have pasta salad. As soon as it get cold out there, I promise y'all, I will be out there with the gumbo. Other than that, see y'all this weekend. Share the post. And yeah, y'all, make sure y'all be looking out for the flyer for the gumbo classes that's coming up for the holiday season. I know y'all trying to impress y'all family and friends with a fire pot of that New Orleans gumbo.